Good day to you folks and welcome back to Are We There Yet? We're still with the mighty Forest finances, well not finances, you can see them top left? No, bottom left of the screen. We lose quite a bit of money every month. That loan that the board has taken out for the stadium is not helpful, but it is what it is. We were supposed to be coming back for a game at Bramall Lane, Sheffield United. Change of plan because rage set in and I couldn't stop playing until I got a win, and then I just kept on playing a little bit longer. So we had a horrendous patch. You can see it on screen there, just with the one win in the Carabao Cup in 6 games. That all follows obviously the 4-0 win at Watford, and after that we really just ploughed straight through teams. Some really good wins as well. A 7-2 win over Sheffield Wednesday, 3-0 win over Bristol City. We knocked out Newcastle in the Carabao, 2-1. And then it began really a home draw with West Brom. That I can take because West Brom were flying at the time. Then a 2-1 defeat at Rotherham, all because we had to sign Tyler Blackett. I'll come on to that in a minute, but he was sent off in that game. Stats-wise, one shot on target in the game. We can't really complain, can we? But it was the referee that turned that one. Not a good performance for him. And that really set the tone. Then a 0-0 draw at Hull, which is a stadium, the KC, which we'd won 4-0 at earlier in the season in the Carabao. Different competition. Absolutely destroyed them, though. 9 shots on target, no goals. That was the disappointment there. Following that up with an okay victory over Leeds in the Cup to see us through. We faced Cardiff in the quarter-final, so still championship opposition in this save. So, yeah, it's a decent opportunity to make the semis. Then a 1-1 draw at home with Preston, and again, absolutely hammered them. 1 shot on target for Preston, which was the goal they scored. Just strikers just not scoring, shooting from ridiculous angles. I won't say I'm not going to lie, punch the desk at a few points, but I don't think there's an FM player alive who can say they haven't actually physically caused some violence to an inanimate object over the course of a season. Then a 4-0 home defeat to Norwich. I mean, this put the icing on the cake, you can see there. They're a good team. They've got Callum Wilson, of all players, a player worth nearly £10 million. He's 42 goals in 85 games for Norwich. Signed on free as well for the Championship. I'd love to have a player like Callum Wilson. Ridiculous penalty, set them on their way, and basically just kept on countering against us and scoring on the counter. Really irritating. And then this was the point where I was just, right, I'm playing on till I win, and it was really late, so I played it on. I didn't want to record because it was too late, and shaking with rage. I've calmed down since, watched a bit of World Cup action. At the moment, Spain are playing Portugal 1-1 at the moment. Diego Costa's just equalised. Keep you up to date on that game if I can. Anyway, we lost 2-1. We took the lead at Bramall Lane through Eddie Hales, but it was Calvert-Lewin and Lazaro. Again, a ridiculously harsh scoreline. Deserved to win the game. Knocked Jairzinho in the Forest goal. A little bit disappointed. But then we got back on anyways. We had a team meeting. We had a couple of weeks off. We played Birmingham City at home. Started perfectly. A Bargedas hat-trick as it turned out, but set us on our way. David Davies sent off as well, so we were playing against 10 men, winning 5-1. And the good times started to return. A 5-2 win at Eanwood Park. You see there we went 3-0 up. Before half time, and then they scored 2, and I was like, here we go again. The fist had clenched at this point, and the desk was beginning to cower. But we managed to score two more through Boyanas and Apaya to make it save 5-2, and then a 5-1 win at home to Barnsley. DeMarca, Brereton, and Apaya, so the 3 strikers we played in that game. A little bit of a striker shortage, which we'll get to in a minute, and that's not made any better by Apaya's injury. 4-1 home win over Oxford. Jordan Bird, we had him on loan last year. He's playing proper winger role, and he scored a lot of goals, so he scored one there. A little bit annoying because he scored a header from a free kick, so he's quite short, and he won against all our giants at the back. But yeah, Arvin Apaya with 2, Boyanas again with another, and Brereton with 1, so it's going okay. League table-wise, if we just check that out, you can see we're in 3rd place, 40 points from 20. And yeah, we're chasing down Norwich and Leeds. So even though we had a patch of 6 games where we didn't win, it's pretty much, there's a lot of teams all in the mix. So we haven't fallen behind too much. At one point, I think the worst we were behind is 6 points. So we've reeled it in with this purple patch. It's Derby County away today. Obviously, we played Derby last year in the Cup and lost 7-5, but I place a lot of that blame on the fact that I didn't pick a reserve goalkeeper. That turns out to be a very important thing to do. Yeah, we signed, as I say, we've made the one signing, Tyler Blackett, former Manchester United player, has come in. Spent, curiously, some time out in Hungary with Videoton. But there we go. It's signed for quite a big fee, really, £1 million, but it's spread over a little bit of time. We just need a defender. It was deadline day. I don't like Alex Lacey as first choice. If you look at him there, he's not really good enough. You know, he's a League One standard player, as it says there. He's not even a leading player, so you know we needed someone to come in, and Jack Baldwin's only just returned to fitness. He's only made 9 appearances in our 20-odd games, so we're getting back to it. Eddie Hales and Apai are both injured. Sheldon also has picked up a recent knock. He's not as good in this league as he was in League One, so maybe we shouldn't have signed a 2-year loan deal, but we'll persevere with Shelds. I'm sure he'll come good. And goal-wise, DeMarco's done fine, 14 for him. He seems to be settling nice. He's got 12 in the league for us. And Brayton's doing fine, 15 assists, 10 goals. So we're doing fine. Boyan has 9 goals, which is exceptional. He's got 6 last season for us. The step up to this division certainly seems to have helped him out, and he's actually picked up a call-up for Scotland. Not yet capped, but he's certainly, surely knocking on the door. If we have a quick look at the Scottish side, you can see him in there. He's named on the bench for a recent World Cup qualifier by the look of it. And yeah, he's worth £6.25 million now, so unlucky Rangers. Should have stuck with Jamie. So mixed bag really. It's a bad run followed by a good run. Hopefully this good run's going to last a little bit longer and we can win these next couple of away games. That'd be nice to make a League Cup semi-final. But let's deal with Pride Park today. It's Derby County. Let's look at João Virginia by accident. He's doing okay. He's had a couple of injuries. You can see he's broke his finger. He's out for a couple more days, so it'll be John Bond in goal. But I'll give you the full team rundown in just a minute. See you in a second. So there are the teams there. It is Bond in goal. Baldwin, Holmes and Broughton complete the back line with Guderney and Harterbury applying their trade in the flanks. Cash and Bayonas in the middle. DeMarco, Sheldon and Brayton up front. Bench, we have a youngster on the bench in Moran because we just have got a little bit of short cover. That's Gavin Ward. And Berchalikis on the bench with Blackett, Hardeveld and Afosu Aye with Gerard Lawless, the reserve goalkeeper. We have a goalkeeper on the bench this time. There's no use dislocating the shoulder of my goalkeepers. We want to avenge what happened. Most of the players played then, so you know it is the derby, the East Midlands derby, and this will probably be about 500 questions now. No, we're off and running. And Derby get us underway, kicking right to left. We'll go the other way then. And straight away Cash wins the ball back. Bayonas does nothing. A few minutes played then. Moore in the Derby goal takes a long goal kick. It's won by Derby, but we retain it with Broughton. It goes back to the goalkeeper with Bond, and here's Baldwin. Out to Broughton on this near side. Goes long now towards... I forget his name. Can't remember his name. But what a finish by Guderney. Probably caught the goalkeeper off his guard by striking one first time there, or ish first time. But I wasn't expecting the shot, and I'm sure that the goalkeeper wasn't also expecting the shot. DeMarco is the striker. I couldn't remember the name off number 12. Sheldon here playing in the more central role. We're starting to do that now. Bayonas plays it out to Guderney. You can see here, he brings it into the penalty area, takes a touch, and you think he's going to cross. And the goalkeeper, well, I mean, it's he looks to the heavens. I don't think they're going to help him out with that kind of goalkeeping. But straight away a corner, and it probably should have gone in through Miles. Who knows? Miles. It's probably not Miles Jacobson, but you never know. Another corner this time, played towards the near post, headed away. Nathaniel. It's got a few years. Bradley Dack, he caused us problems in that League Cup or FA Cup tie or whatever it was. And here comes George Thorne. He scored. Miles, and it's a nicely worked goal. Teodosic, we'll go with that, scores the equaliser. Since we scored, we've not really pushed our claim on this. You can see passing completion. They're at 80%. We're way down at 69. Really, we're just ball watching here. You know, they're just playing through us, playing round us. Schlupp to George Thorne. lays it across to Miles, and then he peels away from his defender, and it's a very simple goal in the end. Nothing Bond can do with that. Pretty poor from our respect. So that's the break then. It's 1-1. Derby arguably should be ahead. They've had the goal and also that chance from that corner that they should have put in. I don't know why that turns off some of the players. If we work hard, we'll win. I mean, that's generally how football works. If you don't work hard, you ain't going to win many games. But let's go for the second half then. We're not as free-flowing as we usually are. I think the step up in league quality is probably starting to catch up with us. We're no longer... we are in form at the moment, but we're no longer a form side. Sheldon takes an early strike and straight at Moore. We stay with this, though, as Dak and Schlupp is in. He can feed it through, but we win that. Maybe there's more for us. We've got a 3-on-2 situation developing. Brayton slips in, and DeMarca shouldn't have shot. This is the kind of shooting that they're doing, shooting from ridiculous angles. Although, in fairness, could only shot from a ridiculous angle. It did go in, I suppose, but... Here's Matty Cash, edge of the penalty area. DeMarca, it's not a bad little spell, that wasn't. Goal kick for ourselves now. Bond takes it out to Hartlebury, finds Cash. Bit of a nothing ball, and Jarby will come forward with it. Teodosic loses out there. Broughton brings it back to Bond, who finds Baldwin. Near side, Hartlebury to Cash now. DeMarca, bit of work to do. Over the top to Sheldon. Lovely finish by Marcus Sheldon, relishing that central role. That goal, if we hold this lead as it stands, will take us top of the championship, because it's very tight though. 3 teams will be on 43 points. This was nicely worked though. Lots of players involved, all down this left flank. Bit of central play through Cash. DeMarca there, bit of an odd control method, but lovely ball. Nothing wrong with that at all. Lovely weight on it, and a fine finish from Marcus Sheldon. Gives us a 2-1 lead on the hour. Hopefully, this time we can hold on to what would be a fine win. Although here we go, Nathaniel with a free kick, headed straight at Bond, and nothing doing there. 10 or so minutes to go. I'm not going to make a change at this stage. It's a good save. And, well, what's going on? It was almost an own goal by Ward. I thought play had been stopped, though. I couldn't tell. It seemed like the players had given up that ball before it had gone out. DeMarca, I thought for a minute there we were going to get in at that near post. Wasn't to be. 10 minutes or so to go. Players tired, but I'm going to leave them out there. I don't really want to disrupt this rhythm. Might have to, though. If they equalise, we'll probably make a change. Robson, under it, doesn't win it. Schlupp loses out. Brayton can send Sheldon on his way. Can look left, though. Goes right to Brayton. Okay, we can cross it. We've got support. It's headed down. Cash can't reach. This is where we're at fault now. 3 players at the back against 3 strikers of Derby. Ayling needs to be sensible. Schlupp loses it. Does he? No. This is the problem. It's long towards Robson. If he crosses, we're in trouble. No, he went for a Forest-style ridiculous shot at the near, and Bonds denies. Crossed in, Hartlebury clears. Miles will pick this up, the goal scorer for Derby. Derby searching for this equaliser. Player out here is Ward, and we get a free kick, must have been offside. 3 minutes of added on time. It's tense here at Pride Park in this derby. And just a couple of minutes to go. I think we're gonna make it with 30 seconds to go. It's a corner ball. It'll take something special as Cash needs to get there, and he does. And DeMarca crosses. Probably should have headed for the corner flag. And 20 seconds to go. Here's Robson. And he had all the goal to aim at. And inside the last 10 seconds, Derby equalised. They probably deserve it, but it was such appalling play from DeMarca. Why would you go for crossing? Why would you not just keep hold of the ball here instead of trying to play it through? And then we're never really set to defend this as 1v3. I could have probably made a change, but well, it's not to be, is it? You know, I mean, that move there. Bond is not as good as Virginia Pereira. Who's Pereira? And that's probably going to be game. It's gutting when you can see the last minute equaliser, or worse. DeMarca plays another ball into nothing. Good lad. Well done, Michael. Not a great performance, but a performance that will take... We're going to tell them I'm not happy because generally we weren't as good as we should be in this kind of fixture. It's a bit of a tough run of away games as well, so we needed to gloats following victory over... Well, I'm I'm not sure it's a victory. It's a golfing quality between the managers, he says. I mean, he's, you know, I mean, you can say what you like, mate, but you're 12th, so crack on. Anyway, yeah, so hopefully that doesn't mean we're going to go on a patch like that. Hopefully it means we're going to go on a patch. Well, I wouldn't mind that kind of patch, but yeah. So I think what we'll do is we'll probably return for... We'll come back early Jan, if we can, or mid-Jan. In fact, early February, probably. We'll come back for the Villa away game, trip to Villa Park. Give us a chance then to wrap up the transfer window. Hopefully we've had a League Cup semi-final announced as well, if we can beat Cardiff next time out. But, yeah. At least it wasn't a 7-5 defeat, a 2-2 draw. We take a point. We'll take that, move on. Leaves us in third place with 41 points. The aim being, of course, to finish mid-table, so we're certainly well on course to achieve that. Do pop a like on there for me, and do subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you again on that very next video. That'll be Villa. Goodbye.